Look, I don't think anyone would have said that after watching especially that first half or even going into the game that we would come away winning it 2-0. And we would have had an answer to our problems when it comes to our striking options. Merino, RR9, yeah? 30 million down the drain. He scores again and again, twice. The first one I thought was a fluke, but the second one, the second goal, the movement, the patience, curved his run a little bit. Great ball from Trossard, don't get me wrong. Great ball from Trossard from that left-hand side, but to hit it on the half volley, on the half bounce, is not easy at all with his left foot. With such a narrow point in the goal to score, he done well. But I was also impressed with the header. I was impressed with that header. Fantastic header. Obviously, we'll talk more about Wanyeri. I'm definitely going to talk a lot more about him in my fan cams when I do mine on AFTV, but he's different gravy. He is getting to that, you know, those levels. These two, in fact. I remember when Smith Rowe and Saka burst onto the scene and Arteta was struggling. I think it was against Chelsea, and their man stepped up. I guess he's managed to reproduce another two guys. Or obviously it's down to Haaland, the academy, but they brought through these two. And they're doing exactly the same thing where they're not saving Arteta, but they're helping him, giving him time, if anything, at the club. But my oh my, have we got some talents on our cards. You know, they make so much noise about Cole Palmer, Odin, but I'll be honest with you, there's sometimes in a game where I'm looking for that magic, and I'm so happy that we have that. And he's wearing red and white. And this was just another example of how good Wanyeri can be for us. 17, he doesn't play like he's a 17-year-old. He doesn't cross like a 17-year-old. He's like calmness personified, if anything. You know, the ball gets to him and everything kind of stops. And then all of a sudden you blink and it's like he's done something special. And obviously for the goal, it was a simple cross, but it was the fact he took a look in the box, he pulled himself away. I think Rice won the ball, and then he still managed to curve it in to that back post, into that danger area where Merino was standing. But yeah, credit to the youth and credit to Merino, because I have been one of the guys that have been speaking out about him and just saying, what is he doing? I'll have him in my goals or power league team, in terms of he can turn on the sixpence, he can play tiki-taka football, but when it's to get physical, he hides in the midfield. But Mikel Arteta said, you know what, Mo? I'm going to put him up top. And it was a big risk. I know some people have mentioned it as a big risk in the sense that if he didn't get those goals, if we didn't get a win against Leicester today, that would have been the major talking point. Arsenal desperate playing Merino up top, but I guess Arteta gets the last laugh in this one. There's been midfielders that have carried us or done well throughout the season. I have to say Partey has, but in this game, it wasn't the Partey that I know. And he even came out and said, look, on days like this, I'm not my best. The strength of the team carries us to victory. So I noticed it from the get-go that there were certain players in the team that were struggling. Odegaard. Listen, first half, again, poor. Second half came on. I think the first goal, was it the second? The second goal led to, obviously, to Merino scoring. But yeah, it was down to, obviously, Odegaard winning the ball, riding a few challenges, or I think there was a man right on him, and he managed to just kind of put it through to Calafiori. But with your captain, in these moments, you need to step up. And I have to say, all right, cool, like you stepped up in the second half alongside a lot of the other players. But there was a lot of pressure on him. There was a lot of pressure. I was sticking it on Odegaard because I'm like, bro, you need to show your quality. The quality has to be coming through, and I guess it did. And you see with this man, you see with Timber, the words can't describe how much I love this player. Defensively, offensively, he definitely stood out today in terms of his performance, because there was a few moments where we needed him, or we just needed someone to kind of step forward, and he did. Whether it be he's winning his challenges, his battles, driving forward into space, committing the Leicester players, he done it. But, you know, off the back of an ACL injury, my goodness me, this guy has done so much for us, and he's played at the optimum level. It's not like he's been hiding. He doesn't hide away from any challenges. Look, just all across the board. I mean, Timber was really good. Declan Rice as well. I future captain, in my opinion. Again, never giving up, always giving every ounce of energy. And, you know, I think after that goal, you could see his kind of energy levels even rose up even more. But look, you asked for Arsenal, or people put it to Arsenal and said, you know what, this could be a title done. I'm not saying that that means that we're going to go on and win a title or we're going to go all the way, but gives us a little glimpse of hope. I mean, you look at that Premier League table, people. There's not much in between. There's not much in between. Liverpool, obviously 57 points, a game in hand tomorrow against Wolves. Arsenal 53. We're knocking on that door. Just one little slip up. Yeah, we've seen Liverpool, they've been struggling in the last two results, obviously, not just in the Premier League, but just, what is it? FA Cup got knocked out, and then struggling against Everton midweek. You just never know. So for me, this was a great 3 points for us. This was a great statement for Mikel Arteta to say, look, even with the resources that I have to hand, I can still put together a result. It doesn't cover up what we already know is needed. Let's see what we can do, back the team, and let's see what we can do. But yeah, let me know what you guys' thoughts are.